Hey guys!
Hey guys!
Today we're reviewing the second unlock we've ever played.
We finally finished the hardest one, the Alice in Wonderland one, and we're ready to tell you our thoughts.
Spoiler free first. So staying spoiler free, this one probably had the most hidden numbers, the insert coin. I'm just not going to show the deck.
Surprisingly, the Alice one didn't have many hard hidden ones.
Yeah, the Sherlock Holmes did also have some hidden numbers. And the Alice in Wonderland introduced a concept that I think we have to dive into the spoiler review, because I don't know if I can. I'm gonna ask you later when we're going to do spoilers if I can say that in the spoiler free.
But it's still gonna be the same video.
It was basically something on the cards. Would that spoil it if I said something on the cards, not the back, but like the front?
Depends what it is.
Okay.
Is it a solution?
No.
Because if it's like a symbol on a card, it's fine.
It's a symbol on a card. In this one, it was actually crazy because like the card deck is a lot of different pictures. Where later that will...
I loved it.
Yeah, later that will help you. But the other ones, they just have a bland, plain background because it's like, you don't need to look for the symbols. This one, it changes that. Yeah, the Alice in Wonderland and Sherlock Holmes were very thematic. The insert coin was thematic to video games, which I did like that one. The final puzzle, I could say the final puzzle because Tom Basil's done that. Not the actual, but like what we thought of it.
I love how beautiful looking, like the boxes.
Yes.
And all the art. Like they really take some time and thought into the puzzles and keeping the story cohesive and just like beautiful imagery, you know?
I also once again love that it's rounded cards. Also, if it's in the intro to the story, I can say it. These cards, you will actually not use them at the beginning. You'll use them at the ending part of it.
This is unrelated, but it's funny. I watched a phone review, and they're like, this phone also doubles as scratching cardboard. And they showed how it marks up cardboard with how sharp the corner is. So yeah, good to have rounded cards. I agree.
Yes, the final puzzle for insert coin was very fun. It was like...
Oops. Sorry.
Everyone's active in it. Just trying to stay spoiler free. Sherlock Holmes' final puzzle was pretty cool. Doing stuff to cards.
It was cool how they had the booklet for Alice in
Oh
Wonderland.
yeah, Alice in Wonderland has a book. Sherlock Holmes has this, which... Is it spoiler free?
That was so freaking cool.
Is it spoiler free to open it? I mean,
if you don't want to see... Skip past.
You're supposed to open it at the beginning of the adventure, so I don't really think it's that spoiler.
I don't know, it's fine. It's not giving you hints to the solution.
That's literally all I'm gonna show, just being careful. But you don't know how it works, but that's what it looks like. And then the Alice in Wonderland one, the final puzzle. I've got some gripes with that one.
Can I say something after?
Yep.
I think for Alice in Wonderland, there could be ways to figure it out if you don't know the story, but it really helps if you know the story. Because then you're like, okay, she needs this potion to do this, and eat this to do that. Like, following Alice in Wonderland, you know what the symbols mean, and like the white rabbit is all about time and clocks. And so it just helps.
I'm going to keep saying it in these videos. If you still haven't seen our reviews, in this review, we will leave our rating that might change in the description, just so we can change it without needing the video to be without the video being outdated on our thoughts.
Okay. I think we gotta go into spoilers.
And this one was really fun. I like this better than the original unlock. They updated so much. They made the app way cooler.
I think the themes are really amazing in this one. But if I had to say which one was an easier overall experience, probably that one.
It was definitely the original. Yeah, it didn't really...
Because they're easier. Alice in Wonderland was the first one where we were like, hold on, we need some help.
Yes, it actually increases the timer. It gives you 90 minutes, not 60.
When they're really tough puzzles, you actually want more people or really smart people playing there.
Yes.
So, we did this one with 4-player.
This one is the 5th in the series, and this is the 1st in the series. So, yeah, they are very different. And I'm wanting to get more, but I'm trying to get in the $17 range since I got this masterpiece. That'll be $17.
I wonder if people are gonna watch the spoiler-free and then the spoiler. You know, like people who want spoiler, if they'll watch spoil-free and spoiler, or if we have to have the same content in both.
Yes.
Not sure.
I was trying to say one more thing. I'll cut this and see if I remember.
Okay.
So now we're diving into full spoilers, so warning. Let's start with insert coin. One of my favorites. Because, I mean, I like video games. They weren't the most fond of it. It's basically an old pixelated type arcade game you're playing on, and this could be spoiler free, I guess. A pixely arcade game going on an adventure to get through it.
This is my favorite order, like my order of favorites. I loved Sherlock Holmes, then Alice, then Game 1.
If you've made it this far, I am going to actually pay attention and put spoiler free where it is and spoilers where it actually is. Because I did say spoilers, but we're still somehow in spoiler free territory with like what the stories are about. But
I know. It's tough.
Insert coin is arcade game. Sherlock Holmes, go on a case with him to solve it. And the Alice in Wonderland or In Pursuit of the White Rabbit is Alice in Wonderland theme.
What's your order of favorites?
Ooh, for now, I think it's... Ooh, that's really hard. I think all 3 of them were pretty cool. Or were really fun.
And they're all different difficulties, too.
I think I liked this, then... I think it's yours, honestly. Even though I did like Insert Coin, they had some cooler ones in the other one. The app, oh my goodness, the app changed from the 1st to the 5th. The app is way cooler now because instead of just like, what did they use the app for in that one? I guess just typing in codes and hearing audio and stuff, or just normal things, or the basic things. This one, they actually, like, you can use it as a camera, you can use it on specific cards. It was really cool what they did with the phone.
One thing with Alice that we kept doing is overcomplicating, I think. Like, there was one card that said... look at my feet, or I don't know. You flip it and she sees her feet, and it's 2 different sides to the number.
Yeah, there's 2 different numbers, and we didn't.
It's like 68 and 98 or whatever.
12.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, you mean flipping it over?
Yeah. And you can just overcomplicate the math a lot. Like, be like, is it this number plus this number divided by this? So yeah, Alice in Wonderland, we would overcomplicate some of the cards. Like the one where it's like, 1, just 1. There's like different numbers, so it's like 1 something for the queen to the this.
We overcomplicated.
So we were like, okay, 1, 4, 2, 1. Nope, it was just 1.
Like take card 1. Anyways, insert...
Oh my gosh. Or like the arrows, the this way, not this way. That crazy one. We were like, oh my gosh, do we have to follow the arrows? No, they make numbers.
The thing is, insert coin, I loved some of them where it first used the camera to move around and see things.
So cool.
Like the cards came to life. One thing that was pretty funny at the end... this is a spoiler, but it doesn't really matter. They'll just be like, that's it, stop playing. And I'm like, man. So, I'm not going to say the solution on how you do. I mean, actually, they're just saying how you do it. They're just saying, pause the game, literally.
Yeah.
That was a cool aspect. One of them, you're stacking the cards onto another to make something. Pretty cool. I liked that one. Insert coin is the weakest of them, I feel like, because... It's the easiest.
Boring.
It's the easiest. Usually the easier ones are the most boring ones, I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah, that happened in both of them.
Yeah,
the easiest was my least favorite.
Squeaks and sausage.
I loved Sherlock Holmes so much because it's murder mystery and escape room.
Yes.
So you not only are trying to escape, but you're also trying to figure out the murderer?
Yes.
Or who did it, or whatever it is.
So, for Sherlock Holmes, had a lot of cool things. Where my favorite was moving around the place to get everything you needed to solve the mystery. That one was really fun. I did enjoy it a lot. We played that with 3 people. The Alice in Wonderland we played with 4. And the Insert Coin we played with 3.
You sure?
Yes. The only one we played with 2...
Right.
The only one we played with 2 was the Formula.
That was dumb.
That one was... Yeah,
That was
were boring.
stupid.
There's Sherlock Holmes... I mean, I want to dive into spoilers, but there's... Oh! Look at the bottom card of the deck, and I already want to say something.
Show me.
Finding the carriages by flipping over the card.
Show me.
Oh, that's the wrong one. It's the one with the circle symbols. Where it's like, it's on their hoof or whatever, and then you flip
What
over
do
the
you
card.
mean? You're not showing me.
Where you're trying to, in the one where the carriages, they're like, find the carriage, they have this on them. And then you have to flip over the card and see the number and grab that card. You call it a tramp stamp? Oh my goodness. Okay,
Show me.
let me show it. Okay. So, you get a carriage. A carriage right there.
Yeah.
And then one card will tell you to find out where they are by looking at their number on the carriage. And then you have to look at that circled number.
Oh, show
That's
them.
what I mean. The number is circled. I
Yeah,
cannot
that's
see that.
insane.
The number is circled. So you have to flip over the card and grab that card. I did like... We played Unlock Kids. Let's say our opinion on that. With that one, I don't hate Unlock Kids anymore. It's like not enough story, but I feel like it's still pretty fun on how they innovated it.
It's not enough story, and most of the extra stars are just hidden numbers.
Yeah,
So it's tough.
You don't even need to get all the stars. You just need to escape.
And there are so many dumb ones where it's like, choose which path, and then the path you think it is, it's not, and you're like, what the heck? Why isn't it that one?
I did like putting the puzzle pieces together. Yeah, Sherlock Holmes, there was a lot of cool things, but I, for some reason, can't think of them.
It's also cool that they reuse cards.
Oh, in the Sherlock...
Like, you can do each deck 2 times.
Yes. In the Sherlock Holmes one, you have your phone as the app used as a location thing, so you type in a location. I type like this, sorry. You type in a location, and then you go there, and then you get more cards. I love that you, once again, go around places to find everything you need.
If you made it this far in the video, tell us how you type. I type with a few fingers. Like these 3, mostly. Or probably 2.
Sherlock Holmes, really fun. Now, if we're going to Alice in Wonderland, since we literally just did that one, and I did it alone as well, so I have a fresh mind on that one. The hardest one we've ever done. Unless you call limited communication hard.
But that one seemed easier than Alice. Alice, we needed a lot of hints.
Yes. That
I loved
was
the
most
symbols in Alice.
mind-boggling one.
It's amazing.
We literally, no joke, we were going to do it, not even halfway through. We quit at the booklet because we were just confused. And then we got someone else and we finished it.
We got the Smarties.
I also had to go to bed because of school.
The Alice one, you can make some quick accusations just from the pictures on the cards. Show them.
The good news is, this one...
Like, this one, if it has that pattern, it's part of the golf course, or croquet.
Yeah.
You literally look at the symbols, like some of them, you have to look at the clock that has the right time, or you have to look for, yeah, so like this clock has a time, and the rabbit asks you to do his assignments. So it's just super cool how they involve the pictures on it.
Yes.
And one thing I accidentally did wrong is it said look for unique symbols. And so we looked at every unique symbol and pulled them out and we're like, wait, we're not supposed to have this yet.
Yeah,
But they're still important and needed, like the hedgehog. That's a unique symbol.
One of the hedgehog one, you gotta wait until that card's used, so then you can grab it. Because otherwise you'll have 2 hedgehogs. Or more. You gotta wait until you get 1 for that.
Oh. But the teacup?
Yes.
There's only 1.
The cool thing that I liked about this one that felt more nice is that their logic was so crazy that if, like, in Insert Coin, when you do the logic of, like, oh, I'll hit it twice, it just says, oh, you wasted your time, take a penalty. In this one, if you get the wrong number sometimes, it'll just give you a hint towards it and not give you a penalty. Because the penalty's gray. I don't know if it still counts as a penalty. I think it's just...
The penalties are the Cheshire Cat face.
Yeah, but I think they're supposed to be red. Because there's... Yeah, in there there's like... Oh, that's just a puzzle piece. This one, like, no! And then some of them will say, with that. And I feel like that's just giving you a hint and not giving you a penalty.
I don't know.
We don't know.
Still has the penalty face.
We don't know. We didn't count it. We just... This was like...
We always go overtime anyway.
Yeah. Though that one was definitely the hardest, and puzzles were crazy.
The video game was the dumbest. I don't think I helped at all with that one. They were like, okay, this is the order, and then you have to help him beat the boss, and I was just like, oh, when is this over? I'm bored.
It did have some unique aspects to it, though.
Okay,
I feel like you like the Insert Coin better than the Formula and Squeaks and Sausage, right? Because it did have more unique... It had the camera movement.
I don't remember it. It wasn't that memorable.
Wow.
Okay, Sherlock Holmes.
Wow, we're just jumping around.
Yeah, we're just saying our thoughts.
I apologize.
I think we said all our thoughts on Alice in Wonderland.
It was a lot of grabbing cards based on the symbols on the top of the card.
That's what I said.
Yes.
Which I think actually could make it easier. Because instead of, oh, what do I combine? What do I do? You just look at the card and you're like, this one has the same 3 cards as the guards.
Ooh, I need to say this one.
Amazing.
Alice.
My turn.
No, not yet.
Yes, my turn.
No, you can continue then.
Don't lose it. Okay, and then in Alice, the really tricky part that I didn't think of, but I guess it makes sense now, is shrinking and growing her. You just have to really think with the Alice in Wonderland.
The one that killed me, I played this solo after we played it with a group. I absolutely raged at the last puzzle of putting those cards and stacking them. They do not stay put. Also, bending the cards just makes me sad. Literally, someone was playing and they're like, that's scary. Like bending the cards without.
But it's your favorite puzzle from Clue Escape, where you look at the side.
They do a good job of putting like numbers secretly, not hidden numbers, but numbers blending in with like patterns. I love when they Clue and Unlock. I love when they do that. They did that in the Island. They did that in the Sherlock Holmes. No, I think they did that in the. Oh, they did do it in Sherlock Holmes. I'm just no.
They even did it in the Kids.
Yeah, they did it in the Kids.
Kids Unlock. They definitely did it because it had the most hidden numbers. Okay, we done with Alice in Wonderland?
Yes.
Super fun, but some of the puzzles can either be really tricky or you overcomplicate them. Sherlock next.
We already did all 3 of them.
Love the murder mystery. Do you have anything else to say about any of them?
Sherlock Holmes. I love that at the end I love when they just combine cards to make something. It's just pretty cool to me.
Oh, that was super cool. I loved the ending of Sherlock Holmes where you're like, this is what they said and this connects to the story like this. So cool when it all comes together in the end.
Alice in Wonderland had one where you behead them and then you get a number.
Oh my.
I'm sorry, I know that's dark, but that's part of the story, and I liked that literally you have to put the cards on top and then it I just like when you combine it to find numbers.
Sherlock Holmes, super cool. I just loved the whole thing of like you have to find out who did it. You have to look at the carriages. You have to look at this. You have to do that. You have to ask them.
The interrogations.
Like, it really feels like a cool story. And you're trying to
There
find
was
out
the
who did
most. Sorry, there was the most combining things in this one because you're
Yeah.
interrogating the suspects of like putting this together and this, getting that number and seeing what information you can gather.
I think that would be tough without having really smart people realizing like, oh, I can connect this to the person and ask them about that.
I don't know why.
Board game one's boring, so I'm done.
The board game one?
Yeah.
What's the board game? You mean the video game? Okay, yeah, that's a video game. Yeah, I think I'm done too. I'm surprised we didn't have that much to say about it. Or as much that
We did.
I meant as much as I thought we would.
You say we're done, and then I ask you if anything else to say, and you still are excited.
Yeah, I'm done with this one. Okay, that's not an insult.
What about kids?
This one is fun. The kids one, I don't get why they give you more cards than the normal deck of cards. No, they give you less cards and more tokens. Like, why isn't it just 60 out of 60 or like less than that? Why'd they give you more than the 60 you use?
There were so many times where I would look for a 55 in the card deck, and it would be right in front of my face as one of the tokens, and I'm like, gosh dang
Yeah,
it.
we do not. I don't think we liked that
I got
the
confused.
tokens and the cards were just together or in separate piles. So you're like, okay, it's 55 in here. Nope, okay, it's 55. There it is.
Which of the kids was my favorite? The kids' puzzles.
There were 6. I have no. Oh,
I love
the pyramid.
Egypt.
The pyramid one.
I also, the last few ones that are supposed to be harder, they were the most fun. More
Wait,
story,
the rail one.
More to
the
do.
railroad one.
Thanks for interrupting.
Sorry.
But yeah,
Jeez.
the railroad one. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, so the railroad one and the Egyptian one. And I pretty much knew what I was doing with the find my school stuff.
Yeah.
But it's so dumb. In the choose a path, you'd think like, okay, I went down this path, that was the right one, all the rest are wrong. No, there are other paths you can go to. But how would you know that? Because there's so many penalty cards if you do it wrong. So you're almost like scared to try other ways, you know? You're like, nope, I don't want to get a penalty.
Yeah.
But you also want to get the 5 stars.
Or 8, however many cards they use.
Yeah, it needs more story. I would play more kids unlocks, but probably the harder difficulty ones.
Yeah, usually the harder unlocks are usually the most fun, I feel like.
They are.
Because when they're just easy, it kind of feels boring.
Exactly. I think that's everything.
And cleaning up my room montage.
Alright, so the best unlock games we played so far is The Island
And Sherlock Holmes.
and Sherlock Holmes and Alice in Wonderland.
The other ones
Are mid.
nah.
Okay. Let's close out the video.
Yep. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.